What's up guys, it's Apollo Uchiha here and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back with a new short movie. The name of this short movie is What If Naruto Became the Savior of Konoha. And yeah guys, it is an unscripted movie as well, and shout out is due where it is due. Shout out to my boy Jimmy de Itachi. I'm going to be following his plot, but I'm going to be adding some of my own spice to it. You see, in this plot he said that Naruto is going to awaken a dojutsu from the Namikaze clan, Raikugan. So he didn't explain specifically what does the dojutsu do. So yeah, in the story I'm gonna add on some of the, dojutsu abilities, because what's the point of having an eye if all it does is just be there and nothing else. So yeah, aside from that, the plot is quite simple and quite nice. So I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you do, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. And without any further ado, let's begin with our today's story. Roll the intro. Story begins 5 years after the Kyuubi attack in Konoha no Sato, as we go towards the council room, where we see a heated debate going on between the Uchiha's clan head as well as the whole council. And for the last time, I'm trying to tell you that none of my people were involved in that attack, regardless of the Sharingan being there or not. It must have been stolen for all we care. It must have been that kid Kakashi. He also has the Sharingan. Kakashi was with us the whole time, and he was not involved in this, Fugaku Uchiha. And you should calm down and think rationally, because you are in front of the whole council, and you have been acting way too much arrogant as of lately. So what? You are all trying to blame me for things that I haven't done or my people haven't done. I know that in the past, some of our people have turned bad, such as Madara Uchiha, said Danzo. Yes, that is what I'm trying to say, Danzo-sama. Such as Madara, but that was it. After that, nothing happened except the Kyuubi attack 5 years ago. It must be the kids' fault then. It must be Minato and Kushina's fault, because they were not able to keep the Kyuubi at bay, as they said. Silence! Said Hiruzen, as everyone in the council was now enraged at what this Uchiha has said. You and your clan have caused nothing more than trouble since the day you have joined this village. One after one, another catastrophe has occurred, and this village has suffered for the course of last 100 of years, and it's all because of an Uchiha. So that's it, huh? All that loyalty, all those damn years going down the drain just because you think that we are the cause of this. It was a Sharingan user. We did not blame anyone. We told you to look into it, to see that if any of the Uchihas who have defected, and I have told you again and again, there are none. Only those who were under the ground, 6 feet deep, dead. There is no other Uchiha alive. Then how come that one was there? I said it again and again. Why are you just trying to continue this conversation in a loop, Danzo? It has been proven, and everyone's witnessed it. Even the civilian council did. Not to be rude or taking any sides, but Fugaku-sama, what Danzo-sama is saying is true. We have witnessed the Sharingan as well. So what? You people have nothing better to do than to butt into the Shinobi clan affairs? Stay on your own side. I'm afraid that this is going on way too much long, Hokage-sama, and we as a civilian have no say in this, as Fugaku-sama has said, so we'll be leaving on our own. And do not expect any kindness from us and our people. What do you mean? Yes, you know what we mean. Fugaku, for all it's worth, I think it is better if your clan moves out on the outskirts of the village. What? But we have lived here, amongst the Hyugas, right opposite to them. Why should we move out and not them? Because we are not the cause of this problem. You and your Sharingan are, said Hiyashi Yuga with a hot temper. All you do is just bicker and bite back like a wild, rabid-headed dog. You don't even try to understand or comprehend the situation we are in. If a Sharingan is out there that is able to manipulate Kyuubi, we must need to bring it in. If not, then there will be huge consequences, said Hiyashi. And what makes you better than us, huh, Yuga? You and your plain white eyes, which are nothing more than silence, said Hiruzen. What do you think this is? This is your fish market or something. This is the council of Konoha, and you are nothing more than spoiled children. All of you. This meeting is dismissed. And Fugaku, before you say anything or intervene, do as you have been ordered to. Move to the outskirts of the village alongside your clan until the matter is resolved. But Hokage-sama, enough. I'm not in the mood of hearing this. My decision is final. As you wish, Hokage-sama, said Fugaku as he gritted his teeth and clenched his fists. This was good for Hyugas. He knew deep down, and that is why Hiyashi was smirking at him, knowing fully well that now Hyugas were much more respected than them, and they were losing respect in the eyes of the public because of his hot temper. As he finally arrived at the Uchiha clan compound. Damn it! Damn them all! He said, as Itachi and everyone else was there. What is the matter, honey? It's all because of that kid of Kushina and her family. Calm down, what do you mean, Kushina? It's all because of your damn friend's fault. Don't make it sound like that she was not only my friend. Minato was your friend as well. And I'm now cursing his dead body because of that son of a bitch of his. Calm down, Dochan. Just calm down. Deep breaths. What happened? We are forced to move out to the outskirts of the village. What? Why? Why us? Because they think that we are damn monsters involved in the Kyuubi attack. I know this is not good, but we have to move out now, Dochan. We should listen, because if we don't, then they will think that we are trying to revolt or something. You know Danzo and the elders, right? They are the biggest thorn in our path. We should have gotten rid of them when the attack happened. What do you mean? Itachi? Fugaku? As they had a gleam in their eyes. Nothing you should worry about, Kachan. Just know this much, that we only have the best of interest of clans in our eyes and mind. Itachi, go and warn everyone that we must move to the outskirts. Hi, Dochan. And after that, one more year passed, and some Uchiha rogue Uchihas were found out, and they were brought in as well. As Fugaku was again brought into the questioning. I don't understand. They were supposed to be dead. So you are saying that they were right under your nose, and you just presumed that they were dead. They were missing in action. What do you think I would have done? I would have presumed that they were dead, not even look for them, huh? So much respect for your clansmen, Uchiha, said Hiyashi, already burning the wound. As Fugaku resisted, shut up, Hyuga. This is not your say. He has every right to say and question you because he's a part of the council as much as you are, Fugaku, said Inuichi. You're siding with him? We were a part of team, regardless of team or not, Inuichi said. This is a council and you should respect it. I'm not taking his side, Fugaku. Silence, enough. If Minato would have been here, he would have... Don't try to blackmail Inuichi into this. As Shikaku took in. No wonder Inuichi joined our team soon after leaving yours. Enough about this, said Hiruzen. We are here to discuss about those Uchihas. And Danzo butted in about the Kyuubi attack. For the last time, Danzo, I don't care why you trying to blame us or do this, but it was not an Uchiha. Then how the fuck did the Sharingan came there? Fugaku, do you think I would know? I did not knew. I wouldn't have known. As after that, there was a moment of silence until Fugaku said, this questioning and all, it's making me question my clan's and mine's loyalty towards Konoha. Was it worth it? I do not think so, Hokage-sama. You should better see whose side you should want us to be. Is that a threat, Fugaku? No. I don't give threats. Not to my enemies. Friends who turn enemies, at least. I'm just giving you an option that we also have one, and that is to leave Konoha. Or what? You know what I'm trying to say. You will start a revolt? Said Danzo. I'm just saying, we are strong enough to do that. You don't need to mess with us any longer. As after that, Fugaku left. As we see him now, in the middle of the night, at the Uchiha shrine, where the Uchiha council was seated. Today is the day. I finally said those words to those cowards. They have been trying to push us around like we are some cattle, and they can control and manipulate us, but no longer. We will ambush the village, and take over, and kill the Hyugas. All of them, and take in their females, and we will repopulate the Hyugas who are now under us as our slaves. What do you think, Itachi? I agree with you, Tojan. My colleagues have been giving me the cold shoulder recently, and I haven't done anything. And not only that, our clansmen and people have suffered enough. I've seen how they treat Kachan, and that goes out to every woman of the Uchiha family. It is not right. We should not stand by and let this happen any longer. For the future's sake, we must do this. As everyone cheered. Only their side, we see Shisui Uchiha, the spy of Konoha, had informed Danzo about everything. This is not good, Danzo. This is not looking good, said Koharu, who was there as well as Hiruzen. What should we do now? What do you think? Prepare for the war. As in the next few hours, the war began, and Konoha was on the losing end this time. As Konoha was on the verge of crashing down, half of the Konoha was captured, and half of it was still under resistance. A revolt has begun. A coup has begun. The elders have sacrificed themselves as they have been captured, giving the civilians enough time to escape. You know what you are doing, Fugaku. I know what I'm doing, and it is for the best, because it's needed to be done. You, of all people, Danzo, needed to be put into grave. So be it then. Futon, Daipora, said Danzo. If I'm going down, as Fugaku dodged this attack, I'll be going down with a fight. As the other older people did so, but they were now a match for Itachi and their genjutsu. In an instant they were grounded, and katanas pierced through their bodies before Fugaku arrived in front of them. Listen to me well, Danzo. I'm gonna devastate this whole village and take over. And not only that, those smuggling with Hyugas, they will pay for what they have done. As now we go towards Hyuga compound to see that it has been raided by the Uchihas and have been, well, dealt with by the Uchihas as well. As the girls as well as women were taken under as slaves. And the men and the kids were killed off. Even Neji was killed off. As they did not want any of the Yugas to think that they could revolt. They would only have Yugas who will only listen to them as their slaves. And not only that, Hiruzen Sarutobi was able to escape. Where is Hiruzen? That is Hokage-sama. I don't care about titles or anything. I want to know where that son of a bitch is. So much for camaraderie. You're nothing more. You talking about camaraderie. You left us. Minato didn't. In the end, it was because of him that this happened. We were pushed this far. He dying has this much effect on us. He shouldn't have died. His kid should have. What? How can you say that? He's your friend's kid. He's the cause of this. I now know. My people know. He is a demon in the human skin, and he needs to be taken care of. And we have sent our men after them. What? As after that, Danzo was cleanly killed off, as Inichi was able to escape without helping anyone, and with the bad news as well. As now we go towards Naruto's apartment to see that he was raided and was being dragged to an Uchiha camp that was also holding some people. There we see some of the Uchihas who were beating on Naruto. Come on, demon, it's time for you to die. As Naruto was bleeding heavily, and not only that, he was going in and out of consciousness until he finally woke up to see that he was in front of a man. Who are you? I am Fugaku Uchiha, the Uchiha clan's leader, kid, and today you will die, or either submit to us. As Naruto was feeling someone's voice calling to him, do not listen to that vermin's voice, you better not submit to an Uchiha. As his eyes then morphed into something else, something sinister that Naruto was scared of. What's the matter, kid? Show your true colors. As Naruto was now in a genjutsu of Fugaku, only for him to appear in front of a huge cage. As he ripped out the seal, you'll be under my command now, demon. You have hidden long enough. As that is when he was grabbed by a person. What are you doing here, Fugaku? Enough, Minato. Why are you here? And what are you doing to my son? And why are you ripping out the seals? Too much questions. It has always been a habit of yours, Minato. What have you done? You have done something, Fugaku. I know that look. Yes, I have. I have liberated my people from your and your kind slavery. Our kind? We are all the same. Bullshit, we're not. You have always looked down on us Uchihas. Why would you do this to my son then? You have something against me, then hold it against me, but why? Why would you do this? Because he's the cause of all this. You and your son. Your family is the cause of all this, Minato. The pain towards my family is caused by your family, and he needs to be either put to an end or dealt with. You leave me no choice then, Fugaku. Kai. As the seal was broken, as Fugaku was punched out there by Kushina. Fuck you, Uchiha, was the last thing he heard, as Naruto's eyes then morphed into stars, which were white, and his eyes were still blue. As Naruto instantly disappeared from there, and a few seconds later, huge explosion occurred there. It was a explosive teleportation. After leaving from that location, the place will explode. And that is what happened. More than 150 alongside with the clan head have died that day. And the next morning we see Itachi arriving there to see the bits and ends of his father. What happened here? Itachi-sama, it was the kid Naruto. I see. I will deal with him, totally. But we must find him where he is first. As Naruto was shocked what was going on with him, he was atop of the Hokage monument now, still hiding inside a safe room, as there an image appeared in front of him, that of an Namikaze, a person like him. Hey, kid, my name is Kyosuke Namikaze, and you have awoken the Raikugan, and it is a dojutsu that allows you to create whatever you want. It has a lot of abilities to do. It can copy anything you want it to, as well as do anything. It is only limited by your creativity, and that is the only limitation there to it. It is the almost ultimate weapon, so much rare that many of the Namikaze failed to awaken it. But you did, and that is the reason you are here. The safe room of the Namikaze. All you have to do is just train and read these scrolls, and after learning about them, you'll be able to use it. As after that, Naruto knew that it was safe here, and the Uchihas will be looking for them. And now we go towards the Uchiha War. 6 months have been passed after that day. The 6-year-old Naruto now has been learning for 6 months, and soon it was going to be his birthday. And on October 10th, the day of his birthday, the day he turned 7, Hiruzen Sarutobi was captured, and Uchihas has been capturing more and more clan head compounds as well as the areas. And they are yet to execute the people because Itachi wanted to execute them all together to pay tribute to the fallen Uchihas and his father. Well, Hokage-sama, or should I say Hiruzen Sarutobi now. The village is on the edge of collapsing, Itachi. Is this your way of showing that you are the true Kage? As Itachi narrowed his eyes, your people have been looking down on my people. That is the only reason I joined this fight. You are supposed to be a pacifist. You have said so yourself. Is this your pacifism? No. I changed. I changed for the good, I suppose. I changed because of your treatment towards the Uchihas. I've seen women being thrown out of many of the shops, and we couldn't even buy. Some of the kids dying of hunger. It was unfortunate, but your father was just talking too much. Your father ran his mouth. Enough! I would not hear you insult about my father, old man. And today is the day you die. And that is when he was about to strike until he stopped. Time stopped. He could see it with his Mangekyo Sharingan. A kid appeared in a blur, and a blue ball of energy was struck into his stomach, throwing him into spiralwards towards a tree as he was knocked out and coughed a huge amount of blood. What? As Naruto arrived there, with his star-like eyes. Hello there, Itachi-Nisan. Have been a while, you demon. Ah, you mean him? As Itachi's eyes went, what? As the golden fox was behind Naruto, and it was destroying everything on the Uchiha side. What have you done? I have just freed myself from my curse. So henceforth proven I'm not a demon. You're just a waste of space then that needs to be taken care of. As Naruto disappeared again, and this time around he was on top of Itachi's head, with his hands turning into claws as he began to rip apart on Itachi's face, but Itachi was able to disappear in a murder of crows as his face was now bleeding. As he gritted his teeth, you will pay for this, Uzumaki. Today is the day your linkage ends. Or is it now? Kurama! Just like we practice. As Naruto had huge Teodama Rasengan's in his hand. What are those? My father's prized jutsus. Like them? And that is when Naruto changed position with the Kyuubi, who had a Bijudama, as Itachi was shocked, as a huge Bijudama on point blank was fired at him, leaving nothing more than bloody smears of his, as Naruto arrived on the Uchiha side and decimated them with 2 huge Rasengans. And that is when, from behind him, 2 of his clones appeared with Rasen shurikens in their hands and threw them at all of them, destroying major parts of the Uchiha clan and the Uchihas. The Uchihas were now reduced to only 2 or 3 numbers from thousands, and in an instant of Naruto's arrival, the people, the civilians, everyone was watching this and were amazed. A 7-year-old kid was able to defeat the Uchiha clan. And then, out of nowhere, in a murder of crows, Itachi appeared. He was bleeding heavily. You think this is the end of me, Naruto? I gotta give it to you. You disappearing for 6 months and arriving this strong, I didn't expect that. But this is where you lose. This is my ultimate defense. The defense of the Uchihas. The Susanoo. I see. Quite like it. Huh. I might make it my own. As Naruto in an instant hand sealed and a white Susanoo appeared. A perfect one. Which caused Itachi to go in rage. You copied my Susanoo? The Uchiha's legendary dojutsu? Of course I did. This is what my dojutsu allows me to do. The Raikugan. As Naruto then did something that even scared him. He called on a thunder dragon. Beware of the thunderclap. Naruto said as his hand bent down as a huge lightning dragon that everyone see and heard screech went down on Itachi. Literally breaking through his ultimate defense and coursing through him, turning him into a bloody crisp. And that is when Mikoto arrived crying, as she has lost all of her family, even her son, and to her best friend's son. You are a monster. You did this to my family. I didn't want to. This is something your family chose. It was good that I didn't pick you up, that you rot there. I should have strangled you myself. And that is enough. As Naruto then witnessed, Hiruzen appeared behind her and cleave her head off. You don't need to worry about her, Naruto. Actually, there are 2 Uchihas left, as Naruto dragged them and killed them. As he went towards the place where all the people were kept and freed all of them. Most of the Uchiha women were broken and dead. But those 2 girls are able to live. Who are they? Who are you? Naruto asked. Hinata. Hana. This is my sister Hanabi. They look malnourished, Gigi. Bring them in. Any more people? As Naruto found more and more, and they were all rescued. And after the revolt began, 6 months later of this stupid war, the civil war that broke out between the Uchihas and Konoha, it ended, but it ended with a deep scar. The whole Hyuga clan has been massacred. Only 2 were survivors, and it was all done because of the Uchihas. And Uchiha was ripped out from Konoha like a disgrace. They were buried deep down to the earth, and all of their bodies were burned as well. And their clan has been destroyed alongside the dojutsus and jutsus as well. Nothing of them remained. As now, 6 more months passed, and that is when we see Naruto being celebrated by the whole Konoha, standing on top of the Hokage monument, as Hiruzen then announced. Today I'm here to proudly announce that Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze, our savior, will be the next Kage when he reaches at the age of 13. As everyone even cheered more loudly because they knew already the kid was strong enough to defend their home, and the Kyuubi was on their side as well now, a friend of them. And that is why everyone cheered. And the news spread out to the other elemental nation about this, and they were now concerned. A 7-year-old brat and a Namikaze on top of that, the original one with the dojutsu. They were scared. They were much more dangerous than the Uzumakis. But Namikaze was only able to awaken this dojutsu when and Uzumaki and Senju blood was mixed in them. That is why it was called a Raikugan. That was the knowledge or extent of it which was known to Iwagakure's leader, Oniki, the Tsuchikage of that village, and he was having a private meeting with the other Kages. So what should we do with Konoha? We are allies, said Rasa, and I'm not gonna do anything. Do you see what the kid at the age of 7 was able to do? He was able to destroy the Uchiha clan, who was able to not only wipe out the Hyuga clan, but kill half of the Yamanakas as well. I heard a pretty bad bloody war broke out, something that resembled the past of Mizu village, said Mate Rumi, the leader of the Kirigakure. And I'm not gonna go back into the past, but it was not good. But it seems that they were easily able to overcome it. But still, 6 months? That was a long time. Meaning that the Uchihas had a lot of power and potential, and now they're no more. They all have been killed and dealt with. I see. So what is our move here? As Aiden said, what is that we just sit around and wait. If they try to aggravate with us, we will put commotion onto Code Black. All of us banding together against Konoha and destroying them. That is a nice plan, but will it work? Said the Arden country's leader. Knowing fully well the kid's power, and if you aggravate them, then it is the other way around. We will not tolerate this, and we will not include in your battle ourselves. Hi. And the agreement was signed between the 5 villages, the neutral one and the 4 elemental one. As now we go towards the Akatsuki members and the Orochimaru and 2 of the legendary Sanin, who have been away from the village, who finally returned. As Orochimaru, he was quite shocked and interested in the Raikugan, and so were the Akatsuki, because they have never heard about this. They need to look deeply into this, and Zetsu was searching on his own. As now we go towards Jiraiya and Tsunade, who has finally arrived back. What are you two doing here now? Of all the time you arrived now when the war is over, where were you? Hiding under someone's skirt? I'm sorry, Sensei. When the news reached me, You were what, Jiraiya? I know your spy network. It's taken months, Sensei. I was quite far away. I dashed as fast as I could, I promise. Regardless, what about you, Tsunade? I'm not gonna blame you because you left, but why being back now? I know the village has suffered enough, and I heard that there is a Rakugan user. And I know that, behind the regions of it at least. And I think that I might have a clansman here, so that is why I only returned. And with good news as well. What good news? He might have the ability to awaken the Imoketan. What? As even Hiruzen was now shocked. And a few minutes later, we see that Naruto was arriving towards the Hokage office. He was being greeted by everyone and was being thanked. People kissed the ground he walked on, but he didn't let it get to his head. He knew what it was like to live being ignored, so he was quite happy with what he had and was just grateful as he finally arrived there. What is it, Gigi? You called for me? Yes, Naruto, my boy. Meet this, 2 of my students. This is Jiraiya of the Sanin and Tsunade of the legendary Sanin as well. I see. But why are they here now? Where were they when we needed them? Many of the people could have been saved. We are sorry, kid. We were away. Very far away. When the news reached us. Enough, Jiraiya. Now, as for why they are here is because Tsunade has something to say to you. That is why I called you here, Naruto. Okay, what is it? Kid, can I see your dojutsu? As Naruto closed his eyes and after some time opened them. As Tsunade was quite shocked and so was Jiraiya. So this is the mighty Raikugan, huh? You know about my dojutsu? Well, I heard about it from the toads. There was, an old summoner way behind me, or before me. Well, he was also an Namikaze who had the Raikugan. And he was the one who was able to discover the Sage Mode. Maybe you will be able to learn that as well. Sage Mode? That is great, Jiraiya. That is a great news. Maybe you should teach him. I see. I'll see what I can do. But he has to join the clan, I guess. I'll be more honored to Jiraiya-sama. So this is the Jujutsu. As Tsunade began to scan him. Your chakra coils and your chakra flow is normal. And it seems everything is alright. And in working order as well. You're healthy as a horse, kid. I'll take that as a compliment, Tsunade-sama. You should. Now, as for why I'm here and wanted to meet you, it's because, Raikugan is a dojutsu of the Namikaze clan. But many Namikaze don't awaken it because it can only be awakened when Uzumaki and Senju blood is mixed in them. And from what it looks like, Kushina was somewhat Senju and Uzumaki, so that is why you were able to awaken this. I see. So, because of my mother and father, I was able to awaken this dojutsu. Yes, that is what I'm trying to say. And henceforth, it makes you my clansman, because I too am a Senju and an Uzumaki. It's still hard to believe that you were able to defeat those Uchihas on your own. Naruto gripped his, hand tighter. I wish I could have done something to prevent that from happening. They blamed me. I was being dragged before it all happened. Before I awoken my dojutsu. They blamed me that I was the cause of all of this mess and I should have died. Listen, what happened in the past is in the past. They were being too arrogant and they needed to be put down like good dogs. That is what happened. Jiraiya, enough. They were a prominent clan of Konoha. God knows what happened to what's gotten into their heads that they did this sort of thing, but we are not disrespect anyone. Is that clear? Yes, Sensei, it is. Now, aside from that, said Hiruzen, any news that you gathered while you were away? Oh, well, yeah, I was able to gather news that the 5 nations have a meeting behind our back. And from the looks of it, they were quite shocked about the news what happened in Konoha and how it ended. A single kid able to defeat off the Uchiha clan and massacre them. To be honest, they're quite scared from what it seems, and they're just waiting patiently to see what's Konoha's next move. As Shuzen then was in deep thought until he looked towards Naruto. What do you think, Naruto? What should we do? As Naruto was quite shocked by this. Me? Why are you asking me? Well, you are going to be the future clan head as well as a leader of this village, so as my prodigy, you should need to know what should be our next move. From what it looks like, let things play out as they are. Our first priority is to recover as much as we can. We are still recovering, the people are. Even if we are physically well, the trauma, the mentality is not the same. And I believe that if Tsunade-sama is here, then she should be, back to the head of the, medical field. And Jiraiya-sama should also be here to train the next generation because of many of the Chunins who have died and the lack of staff in the academy. Perfect. And what about you yourself, Naruto? You may have proven that you are at least a Jonin level shinobi, but you need to become a shinobi in the first place. You are just a 7-year-old kid. And the academy needs to begin. And for henceforth, that is why I asked for Daimyo-sama to send in money so that we can build our village again. Hi. And 1 year more passed after that, and Konoha was back on its feet again, all thanks to Daimyo's help and Hiruzen's preservation. And a huge funeral was held as well. And still to this day, Naruto was celebrated by all of the people because of what he has done. Those 6 months were hell, a lot of hell for them. And many of the civilian people were now on his side and even worshipped Kyuubi to some extent for being the nicest, Biju out of all of them. As now we see Naruto sitting in the, academy as he was surrounded by girls who were his fangirls. As Naruto then sighed, as Kibas just chuckled. This is what happens when you become the savior of the village, Naruto. Even if you are strong, and respect that, you still have to go along all the way in procedure, just like us. And that is why I'm happy. Oi, shut up, Kiba, said Shikamaru. This is a drag. I need to sleep. Can you quiet them down, Naruto? Oh, you lazy bum. Girls, can you, calm down? As Sakura, his biggest fangirl, agreed, as, his second biggest fangirl was, clutching his right arm as Hinata was doing the same on the other side and glaring at each other. Both of you, please, stop this, would you? No, said both of them in an instant. Hinata was hardened after that, massacre, and has changed. If it wasn't for Naruto, she would have been in depression, and that is why Naruto have given her the courage to stand up for herself, and she has become a stronger version of herself, and has taken pride in what she was. And as for Ino, she has witnessed a lot of that as well in front of her eyes, all thanks to the Uchiha's massacre, and now she has changed as well, and has become somewhat better. And there was a downside to all of this. Because of their mentality, they are now obsessed with Naruto. Both of them are. And same could be said for Sakura. She and her family was rescued by Naruto, but Naruto wasn't interested in her. But a guy, their senpai, Rock Lee, was, and Naruto has turned her down, so she might give up, but she didn't. As now the academy life of troublesome, which was in quote of Shikamaru, of Naruto, has begun. As the years went by, Naruto was quite shocked by how fast the time went by, because it was quite enjoyable. He for once felt like a kid again. Because of the huge knowledge that was absorbed by him after awakening his dojutsu, his Namikaze genes kicked in, alongside his Senjus and Uzumakis. He was now a seal master, as well as a complete dojutsu user, as well as a clan head now. And today was the day he will become an official shinobi of Konoha, as he has passed the test, and after passing the test he has followed his sensei Mizuki, his main sensei's assistant, and seeing that he went towards the Kage office. As he was about to leave, Naruto then said, "Where do you think you're going with that scroll, Mizuki-sensei?" "Oh, Naruto-sama, damn it." As he threw kunai, and as Naruto dodged and appeared behind him with a sword, a short katana. "Now, where do you think you're going with this?" "If you don't speak, I can make you speak. With my dojutsu, you remember?" "If I was Orochimaru." "What? How can I?" "I'm using my dojutsu already. He promised me power." "So you're a traitor, huh? You know what happens to traitor, right?" As Naruto stabbed him in the back right through his spine, cutting him in clean cut. And before any of the blood could be spilled there, Naruto disappeared after stopping time for Mizuki and appeared with a bag and put it him alongside each drop of his blood there and tied it up before throwing it outside and burning it deep into the air until nothing remained. Now this is what you can steal. Nothing will be leaving this village. This village is mine to protect. And I will not allow anyone to do this what Uchihas have done. Naruto said with a crazy look in his eyes. He since the young age have witnessed what the Uchihas could do, and it has a huge effect on him, and that is why he was the most brutal towards traitors, because that was what Uchihas were, and he will treat them same like he did to Uchihas. He don't even feel any emotions while killing them, and that is why it was not okay, as Ino was witnessing this, as was Inoichi, who was now amputated after losing one arm. Naruto is not okay. From the looks of his eyes, he's not okay. You should be aware of him. I know, but I love him, Dochan. I know, but you need to be there for him. He needs to understand that he's not alone anymore. He has us backing him up as the clan. If he's going to be our leader, he needs to understand that we are with him, and he doesn't need to do this all by himself alone. And that is why I beg of you, Hinata and Ino, do this. As both of them nodded, as Naruto then sighed and arrived in front of them. What are you talking about? Nothing, Naruto. Let us go and have some dinner. As this was going on, we go towards Orochimaru's cave, as he was hiding near Konoha. Damn it! That kid. As he then smirked, I must admit, his dojutsu is good. His intuition is good. Raikugan, I want it to be mine. You don't need to worry about anything. Everything is going according to his plan. No. Shut up for a minute, Kabuto. I need to think. These kids need to be taken care of, and there is only one way. You can't be serious with them. Of all the people with them, they are our best shot, and the Chunin exams are going to be nearing in within 4 months. And 4 months is all the time we need to prepare. Arrange for a meeting between them. It shall be done, but I must. Enough of this. Do as I say. I will. I will do as you please, Orochimaru-sama. As after that, we see that Kabuto left, and Orochimaru was left to his own devices. Good. Everything is going as planned. Soon I will have that Raikugan, and it will only belong to me. As after that, we have a scene change. As 2 months have passed, and the Shinran missions have already begun for Naruto, because he was on his own. Hiruzen has given Naruto a challenge to be his own team, as well as his own jonin, since he had the ability to carry himself in the bar. So, after arriving from a Shinran mission, Naruto was in the Kage office, as Hiruzen was looking out of the window. Naruto, there is an emergency. Team 7 of Hinata, Ino, and Sai. They are in trouble with Kakashi. I see. I will go there now. Where is it? Land of Waves. As Naruto in an instant disappeared. As he arrived there, or more like teleported there, he switched position with Kakashi and grabbed the blade of the demon and threw it back at him at full speed, which pierced through his arm, impaling him to the tree. Now, that's not nice. You're the... So you're the kid, huh? The one who massacred the Uchihas. So what? What is it to you? You see, I'm a bit of a traitor myself to my village. Left it after it turned into a shithole. Because people like you weren't born in that era. I'm sorry for what has happened to your village friend, but why are you hunting my friends down and my villagers? Because of the person that they carry. He is my target. Who sent you here? I'll pay you twice to leave him alone. Tell you what, if you pay me triple, I'll tell you who sent me and I'll be on my way. Because I gotta pay for this joint that you broke. Deal. It was none other than Gato. Local businessman. I heard about him. Not only a businessman, but a tyrant. He has been ruling these lands for quite a while now. And that person over there is the person he wants because he has been a stepping stone in his path. Good, here you go. Now leave and disappear. As after that, Naruto then asked for the directions and appeared there. As now we see you screaming erupting from the deep forest as the Team 7 was waiting there. As Silent said, "What is going on there, Sensei? Something that you shouldn't witness. I have seen what Naruto could do in the war between the Uchihas and Konoha. It was nothing good. It was brutal. Something brutal is going on there. If in this world anything Naruto hates is the traitors and the people like Gato, who thinks they are the tyrants and do anything without any consequences. To them he's a Grim Reaper. And that is why we should stay away when he's like this." "Why?" said Sakura. "Because Sakura," as the door opened before Kakashi could finish, Naruto was covered in blood, and his blue eyes coursed through the whole hallway, as if they were scanning cold hues, as they all froze as their breath hitched for a moment. "It's alright, I just need a bath. I know I'm covered in gore and blood, but it's need to be done, okay? And you don't need to worry about Gato, kid." As Naruto placed the head of Gato on the table, causing all of them to scream, more like the civilians do. "He's dealt with." As Naruto appeared with a blood-covered hand and put it into his holster and put it out some scrolls. In these are the money and the items that he stole. The people, they're back as well. I'll be taking a bath. "Yes, you can use it. Please do." As after that, Naruto went to take a bath as his clothes were being washed now. As he stayed there, closing his eyes and went to his mindscape. "What do you think, Kurama? I know, kid, it is hard for you to do this, but it is, well, without a doubt, what's needed to be done. People like him and the Uchihas are not meant to be existent. But there is one Uchiha that still does, doesn't it?" Naruto said. "Yes, kid. The one who killed your parents and was able to control me. Mother Uchiha. My main goal is him, but I have a village to protect now as well. If you can't find him, then you shouldn't. You have a lot of other things to do." "Why, Kurama? I thought that you would be..." "I know what I said. I still want to strangle that son of a bitch, but I know you have something more important to protect, and I fully respect that, Naruto. Because after all these hundreds of years of me living, I am after all able to find a good friend in a human, who I despised as flashbacks." "Well, I take it as a compliment, I guess." "Yeah, you should, kid. It's not every day that you become friends with the mighty Kyuubi no Yoko." "Ah, here it is again. You and your big mouth." As after that, Naruto woke up the next day, as he disappeared back into Konoha after informing Kakashi that he will be leaving in an instant. And after arriving there, he told the news of everything that transpired there to, well, his Gigi. And after that, his Gigi was proud of him, and the Chunin exams bomb was dropped on him as well. And that is when he met Jiraiya, who was going to train him with the Toad Summoning Clan. And before that, he told him something. "There's something that you need to know, Naruto. I haven't told this to, well, Sensei yet, but I was going to sooner after this was done." "What is it, Jiraiya Sensei?" "The Akatsuki and Orochimaru are working together on something that is going to be done when the Chunin exams kicked in. I got this news from my, well, informant in Amegakure. He saw Orochimaru with his compliance Kabuto there. Kabuto Yakushiha. Something was odd about him and he disappeared out of nowhere. You noticed that too, huh, kid?" "Yeah, obviously I did." "So what now?" "What now is that we can go raid Amegakure if you want to, but it will be dangerous. We have to. We can't force them to come here. We have already rebuilt the village only 1 year ago. We can't let it be destroyed like this." "What do you mean 1 year ago, Naruto? That was..." "No, it must be something with my brain. Yeah, something that is going on there." "What is going on?" As Naruto then finally passed out as his nose began to bleed. "Naruto, are you okay?" As after that, when he woke up, he was in the office of Tsunade. "Kid, you gotta take care of yourself. You're in a lot of stress, Naruto. And there's a huge burden on your heart. Psychologically, that is the only reason I could come up with you passing out and, well, bleeding out as well." "What's the rush, Naruto? Why are you so in rush?" "Because of the Uchiha that killed my parents. Day in and day out, I'm stressful that he might come again to try something what he did back then. And I'm just afraid. I'm afraid that everything will go down to hell. Some other clan from Konoha will revolt and do the same what Uchihas have done. And I'm afraid that I, being their friend, have to put them down again. Or But what if I'm not able to do that? What will happen to these people? They will die. And that is something that I don't want. I don't want Konoha to fall down, because it is a village that I was born in, and I love and cherish. And the people that live in it I also cherish. You won't, kid. I promise you this much. You have us. You don't need to carry all the burden on your shoulder. Rely on us as well, kid. We are here for you. He said, rubbing Naruto's head as Naruto for the first time shed tears after his eyes widened. Why do I feel? As Naruto then finally went back to sleep. He's just resting, said Tsunade. He is feeling distressful. I did not knew. It's my fault, I guess, said Hiruzen. What do you mean, Sensei? Well, I announced him that he was going to be the leader, not knowing fully well that if he was alright or not. I did not knew that he was going through such trauma from within. Well, what do you expect? He was 7 when the Uchiha attack happened and the Uchihas were killed by him. It was bound to happen. I should have known. But I could have waited. He could have been healed. Scars like that don't heal, Sensei. You know that better than anyone else here. But still, Jiraiya, what's done is done. All we can do is just wait for him to recover. And that Naruto did. And now after 1 month of recovering, we see Naruto back again, training with Jiraiya and finally mastering the Sage mode. And Chunin exams were just around the corner. Gigi, hold off the Chunin exams. There's something that I need to do first. What do you mean, Naruto? They can't be just held off like this. Other villages are going to be here to participate, and that is what I'm afraid of. Something is gonna go wrong. I can feel it in my bones. As after that, Naruto and Jiraiya were seen going towards Amegakure, and when they arrived there, they were surrounded by the Akatsuki members. Well. Hero of Konoha and the Jinchuriki of Kyubi no Yoko. And Jiraiya Sensei. It's been a long time, Konan. Yaiko? Nagato Sensei. Yaiko is dead, long gone. All thanks to Konoha. As after that, the biggest battle commenced, and let's just say Amegakure was leveled, and it was a cold black in the eyes of the other villages because Konoha and its savior has attacked. But before that, a Kage summit was called to know the reasoning behind Konoha's attack there, and Naruto was to be brought there as well. And let's just say when he arrived, people didn't like him one bit. But when he spoke, that is when things changed. Why did you attack Amegakure, a minor village? To show that you're more powerful or dominant? No, that is the most stupidest thing that I heard. The only reason I attacked them was because they were planning a coup to destroy the world. These are the images that I took. Good luck, huh? Camera brought there, right? Yeah, now I know why, kid. What even is that thing? That is the husk of the Ten Tails. They even had a Rinnegan user of their own. And you know the deep prophecy that is said to be left behind the sage. The Rinnegan user and the statue of the Ten Tails appeared. The devastation and the end of the world will begin. Oh my god. What were they planning? They were planning to absorb all the 9-tailed Bijis to the statue and become the Jinchuriki of the Ten Tails, the new sage of the 6 spots. And after becoming so, destroying the world with the Moon Eye plan. It was to put everyone into a false hope-like world where they were happy on their own terms, but it will be nothing more than a death and a false hope and dream until the death. To be honest, it doesn't sound bad, but a false hope is much as bad as, well, the situation that is going on right now. Correct, and that is why it was needed to be done. And there is only one more threat that I'm going to eliminate that is left. Which one? Orochimaru. I'm going to track him down. I have found out that he has been in the Rice Country hiding. And that is what I'm going to aim there. And there is something in the prison, blood prison, and the Rice Country that is hiding something from us. What? A box. Box of something, I don't know. But it is not good. I know. That box, when unleashed, was able to, in the old age, led Rice Country to the victory and almost conquered the whole elemental nations. It cannot be allowed. Catastrophe after catastrophe. Why? That is why these needed to be destroyed. So we must ally ourselves then. That is something that is need to be done, right, Kage-sama? And I have a perfect plan. As after that, A went home, only for Naruto to attack him, and Konoha sending Naruto to the blood prison, and this time around with knowledge of what was going to happen. Naruto was able to investigate and scoop out what was going to happen, and even act out the whole foolish thing, until in the end, the true creature was revealed and Konoha arrived there, only for Naruto to defeat all of the creatures, and Tell them, what took you so long? We were busy, kind of. Nice joke. But in the end, I was able to take care of them. Now what? Orochimaru. Me and Sensei are going to go there. Whoa. Calm down, kid. You've lost huge amount of chakra. So what? I'm gonna do this. And we're gonna do this. That bastard needs to be put into the end. What if he revives the Uchiha clan? As that is when an arrived. Bad news! Uchiha clan has been revived by the Sanin who has arrived. And they're terrorizing Konoha. And that is when Naruto arrived back there to see that Itachi was about to stab. It was no! As Naruto dodged and arrived there, dodging the projectiles that were thrown at him and was able to save Hiruzen. Hello there, Naruto. It's been a long time. Itachi. Should have known. And that is when Naruto said, You wanna fight, huh? Let's fight. As Naruto then said, with the hands clapped together, Mogetan, wood binding no jutsu. What? As all of the Uchihas were binded down in an instant, as Naruto's face was now covered with markings of the first Hokage. Impossible! How can you have the... Bitch, I can't have what I want to have. The only limitation here is my creativity. As after that, Naruto then said, Quick! Find Orochimaru. As Naruto with an instant was able to find and stop him as well. And was able to rip apart the seal. All thanks to Jiraiya and the Uchihas were killed off. Mark my words, we will find a way. And once we are back, we will have our revenge. And that can be dealt with as well. What? As Naruto makes sure that they were not going to appear ever again. Hakai Fuyin. Cross-melted no jutsu. As different sort of Shinigami appeared in a different suit. What do you want from me, kid? You're the first one to be able to summon me. Take their souls. That is what I want. Quite heavy sins they have done. Nice payment. What do you wish for? The Uchihas to never revive and Orochimaru's death. Already done. As with the snap, Orochimaru died and their souls were taken. You will pay for this, Uzumaki. I'll be waiting for you down in hell. But if I don't come there? We'll see. Naruto said, after that, each Uchiha soul was taken. As Konoha once more rejoiced and cheered, and the elemental nations were also now in friendly terms with them. It took 6 months to Konoha get back on their feet, and for Naruto to be awarded with the Jonin title. As for his friends, they were now Chunin, all of them. And he was once again now back to being a prodigy as well as apprentice of Hiruzen Sarutobi. Meanwhile, also doing his paperwork, and also on top of that, being a bully between two girls who were fighting over it. Mine, Ino and Hinata. As Naruto sighed, screw my life. No, kid, you know that you like this one. Yeah, I wouldn't trade it for any other. As Naruto was finally happy with what he had. And as for the Uchihas, they were rotting deep in hell, suffering again and again for their crimes they committed. As this is where I'm going to be leaving this story off, guys. I hope you liked this one, and if you did, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. And this is Apollo Uchiha, and now I'm signing off for the day. Peace!